Hello, everybody. It's me, Colton Johnson, with MT Popcorn Bucket Productions, and we're back. And today, like in the intro, it's mentioned, is a double feature review. And the movies that I will be reviewing is Dune, directed by Denis Villeneuve. Hopefully, I pronounced that right. I'm only going to say it once. So I've been wanting to get around to reviewing these movies ever since last year, because part 2 came out last year. Part 1 came out in 2021, and when I first saw part 1, I enjoyed it a lot. I'll dive more into that in a second, but part 2 built my appreciation for 1. But part 2 is one of the greatest, if not the greatest, modern sci-fi films of all time. And I have to be a little light to say that because there's a lot of brilliant sci-fi movies like Arrival, Interstellar, The Martian. I mean, The Martian is not to the same level as Dune and Interstellar and all these other great ones, but Dune is almost, don't strike me down for saying this. In a way, it's like this decade's answer to like something like The Lord of the Rings. It's an adaptation of a well-beloved sci-fi story, and it goes to great lengths of telling that story with great detail and commitment and love. And there's a lot of passion that is made with the filmmaking involved in this film. It's beyond beautiful, not only in spectacle and cinematography, but also within its scores. And I mean, it's Hans Zimmer. You can't, that man is not slept on. He is one of the greatest, if not the greatest composers, maybe after John Williams, in my opinion, composers of all time. But I've also just really wanted to make this review because the Oscars are this weekend, and I know that Dune Part 2 is not going to get as much recognition as I feel like it deserves. And I know there's a lot of brilliant movies that has come out and are Best Picture nominated, and I hope I get around to whatever film wins. I'm sure there's great films. I've seen a few of them, and I feel like some deserve a lot of awards, and I feel like some should definitely be snubbed, in my opinion. But Dune, I feel like, is going to be snubbed, and that is just a very unfortunate reality. But this movie is fantastic. These movies are fantastic. The casts are great, but I'll save that for a moment. I just want to say special thanks to one of my buddies. He recommended this video, I'd say maybe April of last year, and he asked me again in August, and then asked me again last October, and he's asked me several times since. So this is for you. I hope you enjoyed this video and this review. Thank you for recommending it and giving me the motivation to actually find time to watch these and make a review out of it. So let's jump in and let's talk about 2021's Dune, or Dune Part 1, as the title suggests in the film. So, kind of TLDR, we have the House of Atreides, the House of Harkonnen. House of Atreides is sent to Arrakis, this Dune world, to kind of supervise the retrieval of spice. This planet is known for its spice, and there's a lot of ways they use this spice in this world. Long story short, the Harkonnens It's all set up from the Emperor. It's all there's a lot of threads and all this. So part one is very political, and in the means of it's a lot of setup to part two, but this movie is very spectacular, and it's a slow burn epic in a lot of ways, and it's an epic by the definition of what an epic is. This movie, it has grandeur, and it is beautiful, and I really like the color choices of the posters. So this is Dune part one. It kind of has like that blue, and the film kind of has that vibe to it. And then for Dune part two, there's like the orange. I'll talk about that in a second. I'm just passionate about Dune part two. But Dune is a slow burn action sci-fi epic. It's beautiful. The soundtrack is probably the greatest part of this movie. The acting chops of my man Timothée Chalamet. He is wonderful. I want to be buddies with him. He'll probably never see this video, but that's okay. I loved him in Wonka. I love him in this. And he's lucky. He's in three of the greatest sci-fis ever. So props to him. We got Oscar Isaac, Rachel Ferguson. The list goes on. Jason Momoa does fantastic. I love his character of Duncan, Idaho. And so this is coming from someone who actually haven't read the books. I've wanted to read the books, but maybe one day I'll read the books. But overall, I love this movie. I'm sorry this review's all over the place. I love this movie. It's fantastic. But the real reason you're probably here is the Oscar nominated for Best Picture, Dune Part 2. Same director, released 2024. This movie had so much setup in Part 1 that from the get-go, it just jumps right in, and we get to see more of Zendaya's character, which I love Zendaya. I think she's an amazing actress. She does fantastic in a lot of her roles, and I feel like she adds so much depth and layer, and also it's good to see that perspective from Timothée Chalamet's character as well. Rachel Ferguson also does really great. They brought in Austin Butler as well as Florence Pugh, who is also incredible. I just feel like there's a lot of different dynamics in this film, and there's a lot of religious tension of this film because Paul Atreides is this messiah figure to a lot of these people. There's this prophecy that's been built up over time for Paul's character to essentially be the messiah of the people of Arrakis, and he's going to save them and bring them to a better tomorrow. And we see that process and even the doubt within Paul himself. One of the standout moments in this film is when he is able to ride the sandworm. That is probably pure just cinema. I mean, this whole movie is cinema. There's also the part where he is talking to the people, and there's the duel. There's so many fantastic moments in this movie, and I really wish I can go back in time and do a double feature of both of these in IMAX, because these are movies that you would watch in IMAX. I would have watched them in IMAX, and when I ever get the chance to watch them in IMAX, if they ever do IMAX re-release, 100% will be there. My seat will be, my butt will be in those seats, and I will watch them. So these movies, in my opinion, are both 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10. I'm not going to do the whole tier list because there's just 2 of the movies. And technically it's a rewatch, but it's more so a double feature review because I'm featuring both these movies and they're my review for both of these movies. I'm sorry, this video is messy. I apologize, but I love these movies, and I definitely hope that it wins something in the Oscars because it was incredible and I loved them, and I hope you do too. And if you haven't checked these movies out, definitely give it a chance because they're epic sci-fis, and Timothée Chalamet is in it, so, or Oscar Isaac, or Josh Brolin. Dave Bautista. The list goes on. Go check these movies out. Also, next week, or I might be going to another secret cinema, and I'm hoping that it's Mickey 17. If it's not, then that's whatever. I'll be seeing Mickey 17 hopefully next week, and then there will be a review on my channel. And if not, there'll be a review on TikTok. I have other videos in the works. I'm doing another animated review ahead of the Snow White. So I'll do Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs animated feature review, and then I'll go see Snow White live action. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry for the mess. Please go check out my Shrek video, my Marvel videos, all my videos. I appreciate all the support. Also, going into March, my goal is to hit 200 subscribers by the end of March. There's 31 days in March. I believe this is possible, and I believe this can happen. Thank you so much for watching. It's a pleasure making these videos, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.